And we are here with David Haye, as I say, at the Plaza London Riverbank. Let's switch to modern day boxing and specifically your relationship with Dereck Chisora, who you manage, of course. Yeah. When we did the media lunch earlier, you alluded to kind of a journey towards that WBO heavyweight title. Can you just lay that out for us, kind of step by step, how that will come to fruition?
Dereck Chisora just won a WBO strap. He just won his Intercontinental title, so he'll be boosted up into those rankings. Oleksandr Usyk, who's the mandatory for the WBO title, has shown some interest in fighting Dereck Chisora after his last performance. Dereck loves the sound of fighting Usyk. You know, I think both styles will gel nicely. Eddie likes to fight. Sky likes to fight. I think any boxing fan will love to see the undisputed cruiserweight champion in his first real outing at heavyweight against a well-established, on-form Dereck Chisora. I think Dereck Chisora has what it takes to beat Usyk. You know, if they were both the same size, maybe not. But a heavyweight, lean, mean, motivated Dereck Chisora, who I believe has a significant physical advantage in this fight. I believe he grinds down and beats and stops Oleksandr Usyk in a fight that will be very, very fan-friendly. And if that is to be the case, whether it be for a vacant title, whether it be just for the mandatory WBO position, it puts us in a very good position. And Dereck could potentially, you know, can you imagine if, you know, Anthony Joshua wins this fight against Andy Ruiz Jr., which most people are expecting.
Do you think he'll win that?
I think he'll win the fight, yeah. As long as he keeps it long and boxes long and doesn't trade up close. He's the superior long-range boxer, physical tools, longer arms, quicker feet, better athlete. He should win. If he loses his mind and stands there going slugging toe-to-toe, maybe not, but he shouldn't do that. He should just stick to what he's doing. And Dereck was actually sparring with him yesterday, and that's what it looked like he was doing. He said he's been boxing long. He looks in good shape. He's fast. He's agile. So the right noises are coming from Team AJ for a comfortable points decision. That's how I'd like to see it. So Dereck's in a position where he can go out there and potentially fight for the WBO title, and that for me is, you know, my whole plan with Dereck was to get him into that position and for him to finally live the right type of life that will give him the best possible chance. And it seems like all the pieces of the puzzle seem to be coming together. You know, the moon and stars seem to have aligned, and here he is, the best version of himself, in a position where that WBO title may be vacated, and he could fight a fighter who he's got a physical advantage over in a heavyweight title fight at the O2 Arena in February. It's like, this could be it. Can you imagine if Dereck Chisora beats Oleksandr Usyk for the vacant WBO title? It would send, you know, shockwaves around the world. And then we're talking about unification fights. You know, Dereck wants the biggest possible fights. Then it's about who else has got a belt, who wants to unify the belt against Dereck, because, you know, it's just a crazy thought. That everyone thought I was mad when I started working with Dereck, and I said to him, no, if Dereck, I know Dereck, I know what he's like physically, I know what he's like technically, I've seen him in sparring, I've fought him myself, I know how good he is. And if he lives the life, he can achieve so much more than he has done up until this point. I know he's 35, I know the odds are against it, everyone's going to think I'm mental, but if he trains as I know he can do, if he lives the life, he can do the unthinkable, and he could become the WBO heavyweight champion of the world. And then once he's got that, then he can start going for unification fights. And, you know, for someone who was considered a journeyman a year and a half ago, people weren't taking him seriously. For him to then potentially be at the top of the pile, you know, it's a crazy thought.
And one final question. Two guys you know relatively well, George Groves and Carl Frampton, seem to have become engulfed in a social media war. There seems to be some sort of grudge there that's been made public. Any kind of message to those guys, two guys that you know well and presumably care about?
What's been said?
Oh, have you not seen any of it? Oh, apparently. So Carl Frampton was on a podcast with Callum Smith and appeared to suggest that George Groves may have quit in his fight with Smith. Groves saw it and blasted back on Twitter, calling Frampton a number of things that I can't say on camera. Do you want to make a plea for peace? I mean, I don't know.
I know they're both grown men. They're both former world champions. So let them deal with it how they deal with it. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah, I like them both. They're both great fighters, and a shame that there's some unnecessary beef.
You can go and have a look at it now.
I'm the guy and have a look at it now. Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. Well, we really appreciate your time, and congratulations again on the 10-year anniversary.
Cheers.
Cheers.